Hi everyone, just want to make a quick invitation and challenge for you to join me in this year's Beers for Breath. It's the fourth time it's going to be happening, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about how that idea came to be and why we would do it, and what a privilege it is to participate in something like this and fighting the battle of evil against abortion. It was about this time 3 years ago, just towards the end of October, that I was at a men's night at Montclair State University in New Jersey, and sitting around with some of the men, and they asked Father Jim Churn to join them in No Shave November. And Father Jim thought it was silly to do something like that without a cause or a reason. And that got me to thinking, what kind of reason could we do that for? Because I'd participated in the past and kind of felt that I agreed with Father Jim. And during that year, the effort of 40 Days for Life, they received their weekly message and a challenge, and just to update people on the effort of 40 Days for Life that year. And as that time wound down, those 40 days came near a close, I thought, how could we extend this into the next month and even further, to be united this way through social media and other ways to fight abortion? And then I put the two together, the conversation we had with Father Jim and a reason for No Shave November and this pro-life effort. And I came up with the idea of Beards for Breath, which I thought was original at the time, but I've heard of beards for babies and other things. But the important thing is the idea behind it, to use that time of growing our beard for a reason, to fight abortion and the evil that it is. So the idea and the reason is, as you don't shave during November, as you're growing a beard, to actually fast from shaving. So to not do that, to not shave it and offer that up. And for some of us, that can be much more of a penance than for others if it doesn't come in as full, like mine tends to be a little patchy, or and then that beard starts to come in and gets all itchy, or so your mustache comes in and you get that cookie duster where it seems like it's always in your way. Like, what a great way that we can take those little moments of suffering to say a prayer for the lives of the unborn, to use our beard as a weapon of prayer. And I know women who have participated in it too. Not their beard necessarily, but not shaving their legs. Or someone told me they didn't dye their hair for the entire month to join us in this effort. And that as we do that, just praying that those children that are waiting to be born will get the chance to breathe. Hence, Beards for Breath. And now I've been committed to the pro-life movement for about 5 years. But this year, maybe more than ever, it has its greatest meaning to me. My wife and I are expecting a child in April, and it's very exciting. We're very excited. So for the last 3 months or so, that early on, like, we knew there was a child there. We knew there was something there. But about a month ago, we went to the doctor and heard the heartbeat. That was a game changer. I just don't understand how someone can not recognize that as a life. Just hearing the heartbeat, not even seeing growth, but knowing that there's something there and hearing the heartbeat, like, that is a life. And now some of us might think it's silly that God could use our suffering or our beards, and we could use in this way. But shame on us if we don't think God can use us or our beards in this. God could end abortion without us. He could do whatever He wants. But He wants us to participate in it. Just like He wants us to participate in the work of salvation and the furthering of His kingdom on earth. So let's have faith this month that if we do choose to participate and accept the challenge of Beards for Breath, of No Shave November, let's trust what God says in Jeremiah 29. He says, "I know well the plans I have in mind for you, plans for your welfare and not for woe, so as to give you a future of hope." And then in verse 12 he says, when you call me and come and pray to me, I will listen to you. So let's trust that He has a plan for every life that He's called into existence, even those lives that are developing and growing right now inside of their mother. And let's trust what He tells us in verse 12, those of us who are privileged to be born outside of the womb and to be living, that when we call and pray to Him, He will listen. So God bless you this month as you pray and fast and join us in hairy faces. So happy beard growing, and let's save some babies.